Inquiry at Work podcast, where we provide ideas and tips on how to use the work of Byron Katie to find peace. My name is Karen Munro. I am a certified facilitator of the work and your host. Do you intellectualize doing the work? What do I mean when I say intellectualize doing the work? Well, I've noticed in my own experience that if I'm trying to do the work and I'm doing the work with a motive, then most of the time I'm in my head. And when I'm in my head, what I do is I think. I think about what happened in the moment. I think about what the person said or did. I think about how I'm feeling or how I reacted to what occurred in the moment. And in that, my responses are very analytical. And when I say analytical, I can hear that it's like they're an adult response. They're an adult's intellectualized response that I've thought about. Whereas there's a very big difference for me when I've got to the place of sitting in my work, and by that I mean really getting in touch with the moment and going back into the emotion and the feeling attached to the particular situation. And from that place, what normally happens is I drop into what I'm going to call a familiarity. And that familiarity might be from an earlier experience in childhood, an earlier experience as a young infant, but it's a definite familiar experience. And in that place, what happens is I'm feeling what's occurred, and the emotion speaks from the feeling place. And it's as if the emotion speaks. And I've talked to people about this before. It's like slow things down, really slow down the moment when you think whatever happened, when you reacted. Slow it right down enough that you really deeply in touch with the moment, the emotion in the moment. And in that place, if you are so close to the emotion and you let the emotion speak, it will give you the thought. And in that, there's no thinking in it. You're not in your head. You're coming from that place of the emotion, how you felt. And what I noticed then is my work is very different. If I stay in the emotion of the moment and do my work from there, then all of my statements are very different. They're not intellectual statements. They're statements about feeling most of the time, how I feel, how I reacted from that place of upset, hurt, anger, disappointment, sadness. They're very much in touch with that particular place of being where I am for each of the 4 questions, and even more so in the turnaround space. So, are you intellectualizing when you do the work? Are you doing it from your head, that you are thinking about it? Do you consider that you need to think about it? Well, if you need to think about it, I'm going to explain that perhaps what you might like to do is slow things down even more. Take yourself back to the moment. Get really close to the detail of who was there, where the person was, what was happening. What were you feeling? What were you noticing in that moment? And from that place, find the thought out of the emotion, and then from there, answer the 4 questions and the turnaround prompts. You might have a very different experience of doing the work. At least that's what I've found. Thanks for listening to this Inquiry at Work podcast. If you're interested in the other services that we offer, individual sessions, workshops, visit our website www.intellectualising.com. inquiryatwork.com.au. Sign up to our mailing list to get regular updates on new workshops and items that we are offering.